Hey you guys, hey girls, everyone, how's it going? It's almost midnight here in Hong Kong. It's getting really cold. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing my kigurumi pajamas. It's probably because my butt is freezing and oh wait, just hold on. There we go. And you're probably wondering, it's like, oh come on, how cold can it be in Hong Kong? Well, it can get pretty cold. And right now, it's like 21 degrees Celsius. Before, I start with you guys coming in and stuff, today I will actually talk about what is in our kitties' wet food. Hey, Kung Pao Best Food. Hey, Dominic. Bird lovers. Yo, yo, yo. So I got a bunch, a good bunch of wet food, but I'm not going to go into that yet until you guys come in. Hey, birdie lovers. Hey, Alan. What up? Just so that you guys know, this does actually have a tail. This is actually one of the characters from Pokemon. Yo, I forgot this guy's name, though. Wasn't a huge Pokemon fan. Hey, how are you doing? I am freezing. Maya, yo. Charmander, that's the name. Ah, there we go. Okay. It's not fun when it's like 22 degrees and I'm freezing already. My cats probably think I'm like insane. They're like, Mom, come on, it's only 21. Here, let me show you some of my cats before we start. I know some of you guys probably haven't been to my live stream for a while. Here's her Ding Ding. She's usually in my site. Hi, Ding Ding. We just did a complete nail trimming today. No blood was shed. Nobody was stressed out. Yeah, it was a good time. Hey, Mummy. Hey, Mummy. Hey, Mummy. Mummy have been trying to lose weight, but who seems to be a bit more successful seems to be Go. I don't know why. So that was a bit of an accident. Now, where is this weird noise coming from? Okay, you guys, just hold on. Are they having an argument? Kind of an argument, right? Because I heard weird sounds coming. So Carlos, is there an argument going on here? It's not a gaming channel. What were you thinking, Flying? It's my kigurumi. I think, yeah, if you want gaming, go somewhere else. Okay, there's definitely some drama here. And Blue Cat is definitely watching in case stuff happens. I think Sir Carlos is feeling a bit intimidated right now. Are you feeling intimidated, Sir Carlos? Yeah? See, this is the guy that's always been a bit of a terrorist at home. Now he's confronted and he's making funny sounds. Okay, so that's the cat drama that's... Oh, I knew it! I knew I heard that. That's it. Okay, anyway, there's Strawberry. He's watching from a distance. Okay, and Buddy, who's trying to take a peaceful dump. Okay, there we go. Let me kind of come back to here. Okay, let me just put you guys back in this right position here. So I don't know how many of you guys actually watched my previous video about the dried food that, the kibbles. But today, I'm actually gonna look at all of the wet food that we have here around the house. Hey, Cookie Boy. Hey, hey. They're adorable, aren't they? Thank you. And Mui Mui's here with me today. She's my guest. She's my guest. Hey, Mui Mui. I think she was in the background last time, too. Good to have you guys. Good to have you guys. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so in no particular order am I going to do these cat food in, because I just kind of pulled them off of our shelf, and I kind of thought, hey, what better way than to take a look at them together. It's pretty heavy, to see what's in here. So we actually do feed like a variety. Nice pajama. I know. I like it. Mui Mui taste test. You know, the funny thing is, Mui Mui, she stopped eating wet food. Is the fight gonna break out? Is the fight gonna break out? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, drama, drama, drama. Gaga, Noah. Oh, he's trying to get to the bottom. I think punches are going to be thrown. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Sorry, I had an intermission right there. Sir Carlos, please, no, no. Okay. Informative video, thank you. Well, this is actually part 2, I guess. This is about the wet food. What am I talking about? Hey, Chi. Okay, so just a bit of a background. Mui Mui refused to eat wet food since Sir Carlos got here. I have a feeling that she probably got bullied, or her taste buds really changed ever since he got here, or it could be a bit of both. So I'm trying to integrate her diet with wet again, and I've been being very sneaky about it. So underneath her kibbles, I would put like a little bit of the meat tube, and I would just line the bottom. And she would, when she's hungry, she would pick out the ones that haven't touched the meat tube, and then she'll just kind of bear with the smell. You're like, okay, fine, I don't like this, but I'll do it anyway. So yeah, that's what's happening with her. Yeah, sometimes I get picky. My email address is in the description. Should be able to find it. If not, it's hello@melocat.com. That's me. So send me an email. Okay, anyway, without further ado, okay, wait. You're gonna, mix up the brands. Yes, and I'm gonna highly suggest you guys to mix up the brands here too. These ones are the ones that we have here from my source here in Hong Kong. Disclaimer, I don't think they're the best, nor the worst, because I wasn't so informed about it before, but these are definitely not the worst, but how good is it? I don't know. Okay, so yes, last time I did a stream about the dry kibbles. There's one called Grandma May's Country Naturals, and it turned out their dry food wasn't that good. So now I'm looking at their wet food. Notes on the dry food. Yep, nutrition info, and also the composition as well, because I think probably less than 10% carbs, at least 40% protein. I think is a good rule, at least, and with the fat count, probably nothing more than 40. Okay, yeah, have to do some research. Now this one, this is not, it is grain-free recipe, slices and gravy. So I got a bit deceived at the beginning. I thought it was like slices of meat, but it turned out it's like slices of processed food. So they squeezed it out of the machine and then they sliced it up. So it wasn't exactly like the meat slices that I was thinking about. And it says with added vitamins, minerals, and taurine. So I guess that's good. It's white fish and chicken dinner. Okay, now the thing is, it's adult cat food, and it says no carrageenan. How do you pronounce that word? Carrageenan. 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 How do you pronounce that word? Okay, I've tried. Okay, ingredients, first 5. Fish broth, white fish, chicken liver, dried egg white, potato starch, tuna, fish oil, dried egg product, gargum, blah, blah, blah. But hey, you know what? Compared to the wet food, the ingredients are a lot better. Yeah, seemingly. Okay, guaranteed analysis, crude protein 8%, crude fat 4.5, crude fiber 1.5, moisture 82% max. See, and you'll know that the compositions are so different because, I mean, this is a wet food, right? So when you look at the dried food, it might seem like, oh, it's high protein content, but then it's super low in water. So yeah, that could be kind of deceiving. Carrageenan? I don't know what that word means. It must be some composition that's good for cats. As you can see, I'm still kind of like learning about some of these. Now, it says, caloric content is 886 calories per kilogram, 138 calories per can. Hey, you know what? The calories are pretty low. I bet, in case of emergency, if some human have to go on diet, in terms of calories, this might be a good meal. Just saying. Just kidding. Don't take my advice for that. Okay, so this is it. This is for the Grandma May Country Naturals. Actually not too bad. I don't see like byproducts or anything. I'm surprised, despite the fact that it's kind of like a processed kind of meat slice, which then makes me think that takes processing and probably extra heat was used, but still better than their dry food. Carrageenan. Okay, all right. Ellen, thank you. Now, this one, it doesn't say where it was made, by the way. Oh, sorry, I was wrong. Made from my home country, made in Canada. Wilmington, Delaware. No, wait, made in Canada, but for Grandma May Country Naturals, Wilmington, Delaware. Okay, so Canadian product. Okay, let's see. It's a preservative. Ah, thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Well, Buddy's like shaking that food machine. Okay, so I guess no preservatives or no that ingredient for preservative. What's the recommended daily intake for a cat? That is a very good question. I don't know. I'm guessing around 250, I think, for my cats on average. Uh-oh. I don't know how that was calculated, frankly. It's probably because my cats are actually at an okay range, given that their normal food habits. Just like how I don't count calories. I don't really count calories with my cats, except for it's moi moi. Even that, I'm not really counting her calories as opposed to it's the same method that was, oh, that's very interesting. Like when I had to go on a diet, I wasn't counting calories. It's just eating less of everything, yet staying in the same nutritional intake, which is weird, isn't it? Counting calories kind of suck in a way. Canada represent. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. This one is called Applause, and it says is 100% natural. Oh, by the way, intermission, just want to say, you guys, everyone who's on my Patreon, you guys are a rock star. Everyone who's using my Amazon links before you guys shop for anything with an empty shopping cart on Amazon so that I can get a small cut of whatever you get that Amazon gives me, not out of your pocket. Thank you, you guys. Goes to keeping my channel alive. Thank you. Okay, you're still breathing. Cool, all right. So this one, Applause natural cat food, it says is 100% natural, but we learned last time that that word doesn't really mean anything. It could not mean anything. So chicken breast with duck. Okay, so for 3 to 5 kilograms, they're supposed to eat 1 can a day in bulk. So let's see, what does it say? Made with nothing more than 4 ingredients listed. Composition, chicken breast 70%, chicken broth, duck. So chicken breasts and chicken broth composes 70%, duck 5%. Oh, duck meat must be expensive. Rice and no additives. Crude protein 15%, crude oils and fat 0.1, crude ash 3%, moisture 80%. Okay, this is pretty good. Limited ingredient. Now, where is this made? It's product of Thailand, made for a Swiss company. Okay, well, this one's pretty simple. I've actually tasted this one before. It's quite bland. It doesn't really taste like much, but there's actually a lot of au jus in there. So depending on what flavor you get, they have this mackerel one, and they have the salmon one, and I quite like mixing it with water so they can drink more. And same thing with their ocean fish one. It just smells very fishy, and it's just great for adding, water. So the composition for the mackerel one, ocean fish, it's actually 45% mackerel, 30% tuna, and then in fish broth. I don't like feeding my cats tuna due to the high mercury content, but I think some, just a little bit every now and then is okay. Amazon, I think, just spent 100. You forgot! Gee! Oh, but it only works with the American and Canadian ones now. And given that yours is in British pounds, that reminds me I have to open one for Britain. But I need like 3 purchases in 1 month or in 3 months to keep it activated in the very beginning. So I don't know if I have enough British supporters. It's only you, Chi. I'm gonna have to force you to use it 3 times in 3 months, even if you get like $1 worth or something. Okay, I think Buddy's trying, wait, just hold on. Buddy's trying to break into the food machine. Oh, you know you're on camera, aren't you? He's trying to flip that food machine. Financial Center of Corporate HQ doesn't tell a lot about the quality of the company. It probably doesn't. Okay, wait, he's trying to flip over my machine. He's trying to get the kibbles to fall out. Hey, Gabrielle from Brazil, good to see ya. Carl Chan, how do you make sure that each cat is eating enough? Well, that's actually the funny thing. So at home, I don't have like a, wait. Buddy, he knows that some kibbles actually fall out sometimes when he does that. Okay, anyway, I got a pretty cunning, smart cat there. That each cat gets enough. So the thing is, right, I basically feed 6 to 8 times a day now. And what happens is that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feeders. And then there's multiple food and water bowls that's scattered around the house. The feeders, they are in charge of feeding the kibbles when I'm not in the house. And when I'm here, I would actually have 9 dishes of food, about 10 grams each time. Not too much, not too little. And I would just let them eat in their own convenience. And then when they leave it behind, I'll pick it up because Mui's gonna steal it. So I do that 6 to 8 times a day if I'm at home. If not, for the time when I'm not home, I'll spit it out of the machines, and the cats usually go and eat, and usually there's not a whole lot of leftovers, and if there are, it just kind of sits there, and then I'll come back and pick it up. Yeah. Where is the cat from the thumbnail? Burrito? You were just looking at him, actually. Burrito. They were talking about you. Here, buddy. Come here, buddy. He's very noisy. Here. Hi. You buy on Amazon very regularly? Okay, Chi, I promise I will actually. Disgruntled. I will open the British part just for you. See, he's always got this disgruntled sound. He learned it from Sir Carlos. He learned it from Okay la. Okay, yeah, so that's burrito. Where can I get the shrew? He is the shrew. Okay, you gotta turn in, watch us later. Cool, Cookie Boy, good to see ya. See ya. Okay, moving on. And this is just a different variety of the country natural one. The reason why I wanted to show you is that this one, right? Like it's the chicken dinner. But if you look at like chicken broth, chicken liver, dried egg white, potato starch, even like it's not too bad. Like I was expecting a lot of carbohydrates, but then not a lot of sources for carbohydrates in this one either. So not too bad. But still, as I said, I just don't like how they have the artificial slices. Okay, and here's another one. How do you pronounce it when there's a slanted side? Ascata? So this one I thought was an Icelandic product because it's got the Iceland flag. But I could be wrong. Hello, hi Minnie. Oh, it really opened your eyes. I know, right? Insane. It's one of those things, if you don't look at it, you wouldn't know. Akash, no, the other cat, the one with the gray white hair. Oh, you mean Ding Ding? You mean Ding Ding? You mean this one? Okay, just hold on, sorry guys. You mean this one? Ding Ding, Ding Ding's right there. Hi Ding Ding, you got a fan. Hey Akash. All right, everyone say hi to Ding Ding. Okay, there we go. You're aiming for enhanced financial situation in January. Nice. Cool. You guys, you'd be surprised. Every penny counts, and just that one click when you're having an empty shopping cart, loading, clicking it, and then loading it, checking out in 24 hours on the same browser, that makes all the difference. That stuff really adds up over time. And the cats can really need some help. I see so many actually people, as I said, immigrating, they just leave their cats behind, and dogs. Okay, anyway, so this one, Atlantic product, right? Guess what? FDA to see the chicken, info on chicken meat, that is something I will dig in the future. Thank you, Caro. This is actually made in Thailand. Okay, so the same as a pause, it's actually made in Thailand and developed with Icelandic nutrition experts. Okay, it's just using their experts, but it's made in Thailand. Highly nutritious, complete food for cats cooked in its own natural gravy. Strengthened bone health system formula. What does that mean? Tuna and chicken and white crab. I can guarantee you this tastes really good, even to the humans. Why? I've tasted it before. 100% Icelandic meaty goodness helps support healthy digestion. So it says it strengthens bone health system formula with fructooligosaccharides, serves as a substrate in mycoflora in the large intestine, increasing the overall the GI health. Okay, extract from lysine improves the immune system against the rheum. A green-lipped mussel extract is a nutritional supplement which have an anti-inflammatory properties to rivalry of arthritis. Why does that sound like a healthy food for human? That is so cool. Is this any good for humans? I should actually look that up. Okay, composition, 29.41% tuna, 29% approximately chicken, and then 0.89% white crab. Why is it so low? Supplement with soup, 41.35%. And then they got safflower oils, modified tapioca starch, And they added a lot of vitamins and stuff to it. All right. Carol Chan, see you later. In love with Ding Ding. It's Ding Ding, D-I-N-G. That's her name. Ding Ding. And her sister's Dong Dong, which just lives down the street. So this one, okay, again, you probably get an idea is that the ingredients are much better than that of the dry food at a glance, without going into the source of the meats or whatever. And of course, diversification always helps, but at least it's not like those ones where you have like meat meal, byproducts and stuff. So far, okay. But these are not meant to be like a whole food to be used for meal to replace their whole nutrition. Of course, the best whole nutrition is to catch a rat and eat it. But these are, I think they're not the meal canned food. Okay, tapioca starch equals sugar. That probably equals carbohydrates, Alan. But that was pretty far back in the ingredient list. Okay, this is this is the same one as before. Now, this is another one. This one is a Taiwanese brand. It's called Mamma Mia. And this one is marketed as a can of soup. It's like tong tong gun. Tong means soup. So it says fresh tender chicken with noodle fish. If you guys don't know what noodle fish is, they're like this long. And it's like a little white line. It's tiny and it's got 2 dots for the eyes. It's really tiny. You could eat the whole. They eat like a handful of these things. It's called bak fan yu. And what happens is that I don't think it tastes like anything. It's not like anchovies. Do you guys eat noodle fish in Western countries? I don't think they add sugar. I think the tapioca was actually to thicken. The tapioca starch was to thicken the soup. So this one, let me see. Yeah, they also have tapioca starch in here too. And then they also have chicken meat powder and then vitamin E. But as you can, so the main ingredient is chicken meat, noodle fish, and water. And then they added some tapioca starch, chicken meat powder, and also vitamin E. So crude protein 18% and above, okay. Low fat 0.3% and up. They add some ash into it, and I think you'll see that a lot in cat food. I don't know what ash is for. The whole can, calories, 54. Wow. This is also, oh wow, also made in Thailand. Made for a Taiwanese company, but also made in Thailand. Amazing. Okay, wait a minute. For 3 to 4 kilograms, they're supposed to eat 1 can a day. But then the North American, the one made from a North American company, they're supposed to have 1 can a day for the same. They're supposed to have 1.5 cans for a cat of the same size. And this is much denser. This whole can is like 141 calories. So 1.5, that is almost like 200 and some calories for a cat. While this is like 50 some calories, and they expect the same cat to eat 1 can a day. Why is there such a huge variation? Oh, come on. I know food in Asia, the portions are smaller, and you know, we are skinnier people, but is it the same for cats? Oh my God, this is so complicated. Complicated. Asian cuisine for cats seem to be leaner as well. Noodle fish. Yeah, it's interesting. Everyone's leaving. I want to leave too. Go over to London. I don't know anyone in London. I don't think sugar is used as a preservative in that case. You probably need a lot of sugar to preserve. I'm not sure. Not even in Asian restaurants. Say sugar is a growth medium. Well, but okay, I don't think the 0 point some % of tapioca starch they're using, I don't think it's for that. It's just for thickening, just like how you would, you know, thicken up a soup. Checked out have sugar. They're like Shiba. Can't be good for cats, right? Well, I don't think they can taste sugar, period. They can't pick it up. Oh, you're in London. Never been to the UK. But if I ever go, I know who to look for. Okay, so this is another one. It's the same. Oh, why am I picking 2 of the same thing? Oh, this one is tuna and the noodle fish. And that's the weird thing. Yeah, they're so low in calories. The whole can is 54. Okay, is that even enough? Hi cats. Nope, gone. All my cats are gone. Okay, this one is called don't know how to pronounce it when there's a thing on top of the E. It's, wow, the writing is so small. What? For cats with special needs? For cats, chicken with bonito, grain-free, that sounds good. Specially formulated for special needs cat. What does that even mean? Like autistic cats? This recipe is complimentary food for supplemental feeding only. Served with our I Made Kitchen dry food line for a diet of enhanced taste and nutrition. Okay. Gourmet crafted meal for cats. Okay, but what special needs? It doesn't say, does it now? No, the writing's really small. So ingredients: water, chicken, sunflower oil, pumpkin, tapioca starch. Bonito, sorry, I almost read that as books. Bonito, salmon oil, blah, 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 something phosphate, vitamin, blah, blah, blah. And the crude protein is 10% minimum, okay, crude fat, 3% minimum, crude fiber. So these are actually relatively low in fat. So, oh, get this, MPF Pet Foods Limited is from Vancouver, BC. But where is it made? Guess what? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Mystery. Oh, it says made in Thailand. Is it a coincidence? Thailand makes all these cat food? Let's see. Saw Prince Charles. He's looking older than his mom. Oh my God. Aren't all cats special needs? That's a good question. Saying cat lady. Maybe food for diabetic kids, but it doesn't say what. That's the weird thing. If you guys watch my other video, I ordered the dry version of this. Instinct Original Grain-Free pate, made in the USA with the finest ingredients from around the world. For cats, real chicken recipe. 95% turkey, and chicken liver excludes broth. Okay, that sounds promising. Let's see. Yeah, I know, that's what I thought, right? Special dietary needs, but it doesn't say for what though, specifically. Hey, does your dream? How's your favorite cat? Your vampire cat? He was freaking out and he was trying to pick fights with Gogol. I don't know where he is right now. Moi, have you seen Ricardo's? Have you seen Ricardo's? No, nobody's seen him. Taiwan, flying. I'm gonna have to mute you if you start talking about politics on my channel. Yeah. It's a cat channel. You know, cats, it starts with C. It's a completely different word from politics. We don't talk about that here. But yeah. Suggest you go to the politics channel. We talk about cat stuff. Or I could ask my cats, but then I don't think they're gonna answer you. So, okay, so what happens is that for this, it's natural nutrition with added vitamins, minerals, and other trace nutrients. Let's look at the top 5 ingredients. Chicken, turkey, chicken liver, chicken broth, ground flaxseed. Okay. Morilionite clay. Why is there clay in cat food? I don't get it. Is that the ash content that people talk about? No idea. Okay, but this is distributed by Nature's Variety in St. Louis. But let's see where it's made. I wonder. Oh yeah, it says in the beginning it's made in the States. Okay, cool. One thing I learned today. It says complete and balanced. Instinct Original Real Chicken Recipe is formulated to meet the nutritional levels established by the AAFCO, the AFCO cat nutrient profiles for all life stages. Did you know that AFCO actually doesn't, I don't think they actually test, or do they grant any type of cat food? I don't think there's an AFCO recommended cat food. Yeah. What are they exactly for? Not sure, but I think I read somewhere that they're actually not a testing body or a governing body, which is kind of weird. Yeah, because I saw that there's no such thing as AAFCO, AFCO approved food. Malaysia, next up, Holly and Melo will show all the time. Oh God, well, I think it's gonna be a while until I can leave Hong Kong. I think flying won't be resumed anytime soon. Clay and dry food. Do you think clay is the same thing as ash? I'm not sure. Clay is for anti-clump. Is anti-clumping, by the way. This is my kigurumi because it's getting really cold. Off to eat a lovely, fatty, juicy piece of medium raw steak with rice. Nice! Cut off a little piece. Don't add any salt, any butter. Don't add anything. And then half cook it and then give it to my cats. Yeah, they love it. Done a lot of research on cat food. Nice, Mr. P. Really? Oh, we so love to have you on my channel just to help. Clay's used to, instead of gums, it holds the food together. Oh, so it's like a clumping litter. It's like a clumping agent, kind of like a thickening agent. Okay. Whiskas, this brand sucks in terms of cat food, but I just buy a couple packets, maybe once or twice a year at the most, because Buddy used to eat this as a child, and because that was the only baby food that we had access to during there was about 2-3 weeks of his life that he was eating this, and he loves it. It brings back childhood memories, right, Buddy? Buddy. Yeah. But the worst wet food is still better than the best dry food. Given that all things are like, even if all their ingredients still suck, at least they have the hydration. All right. Okay, so this is mackerel and salmon. And let's see what's here. Water, chicken meat, mackerel, chicken frame. Okay. Tuna, surimi, S-U-R-I-M-I. So it contains salmon meat, snapper byproduct, wheat flour, Panganisis, P-A-N-G-A-S-I-U-S, Pegasus meat, tricalcium phosphate, egg white, salt coloring agent, molasses. Then there's beef liver, soybean oil flavoring, tuna byproducts, blah, blah, blah. But that's pretty far back. See, the funny thing is, for every 4 kilograms, they should eat about 5 pouches a day. See, these serving sizes actually really vary. One brand says they should eat 1.5 cans of this. One brand says they should eat 2 to 5 pouches. One brand says that they should only have 1 can of this, which is mainly water. I'm so confused. Okay. Given that Whiskas isn't that good of a brand, but when you look at the ingredients, it's still not as bad as some of the dry food that we looked at the other day, which is like so-called premium brands. Panganisis is a fish. I've never heard of that fish before. What is that? Never heard of it. Okay, there's one from Vita Pet, Vita Pet, made from real fish. 精選魚肉, meaning it's a premium fish. US AFCO standard. They use that a lot. Balanced and complete nutrition, no flavorings added. Cat food with mackerel. So with, does that mean it's anything from 3% and up to 24.9%? Okay, let's see. What's the top ingredients? Mackerel, water, sunflower seed oil, and a thickener. And then a bunch of vitamins. Huh. There's actually less food stuff in here than I thought. Also made in Thailand. Ha! Well, I guess Thailand is the country that makes some cat food, right? Why is that? Does anyone have any idea? No, 5 pouches a day won't be expensive, given that this is actually a pretty cheap food, actually. Now, this is the one from the vet, Royal Canin, and I wonder if their wet food is just as bad. This is their so-called, whatchamacallit, prescriptive diet. The gastrointestinal one is just supposed to be like blander in taste, and it's thick slices and gravies, the mechanical slices. And guess what? I wonder if their ingredients are just as bad as their dry form. Let's see what's in here. My guess is mainly carbohydrates. Well, let me try to find some English in it. Where the heck? Manufacturer for Royal Canin. SAS doesn't say. I can't see the ingredients. There's no ingredients on this thing. You know what? There's no ingredients on the package. That is so weird. Doesn't that kind of seem iffy? Royal Canin, health nutrition since 1968. Gastrointestinal, S/O index. What is this? What's this supposed to be in here? You know what? Any Royal Canin or Hills is not that good. Yeah, it's mostly like corn and rice. Dry food video later come. Oh God. Yeah, actually, in the description of this video, you should be able to see the link to the other video that I talked about the dry food. And the last one I want to say, this is not exactly like a wet food, but it eventually becomes a wet food after you reconstitute it. This is from Primal. This is freeze-dried raw meat. This one is actually freeze-dried raw pork. And Primal, we have a lot of this at home, and supposedly, I guess it was supposed to be quite good. 93% pork, organs, and bones, 7% produce and supplements. Complete and balanced freeze-dried raw diet, and frankly, it's not bloody. It doesn't smell funky. I think it's a good transition to real, actual like raw, which I either slaughter from the market fresh or I buy it those the frozen patties. Pork raised without antibiotics, steroids, and added hormones. Federal regulations prohibit the use of hormones or steroids in pork. Grain and gluten-free, corn, wheat, and soy-free. Natural derived vitamins and minerals. Now, sometimes I think their wording, I'm not saying it's wrong, but it is to appeal to the human. But as I say, we often think about cats from our lens. So I'm like, yeah, it's gluten-free, it's grain-free, it must be good. But yeah. Like, I'm not saying that is, but is it what, are there other ways to get by it? Or are they saying it kind of with more fluff than we need? I don't know. Vegetarian fed, crate free, and USA pork, thoughtfully sourced. I think this kind of appeal more to the human, but feeding your cat Hills, oh yeah, Hills is pretty. But you guys, whatever you do when you switch your food, remember to do it gradually. Otherwise, it's really going to upset their stomach. Gogo got stomach flu because I switched a little bit too fast. To freeze dry. So if you guys so there's freeze dry raw food that are little morsels that you feed it dry, or there's ones like this is nuggets that you reconstitute. The morsels, you just kind of mix it into their food, but the nuggets, you add water to it, and I just mix a little bit into their existing wet food. And it works pretty well. Some of my cats will actually just eat it off the bat, but it really depends. The hydrolyzed protein Hills is good for when your cat have food allergies. Okay, that's good to know, but not good long term. Yeah, I don't think any of the Hills is good in the long term. Okay, now let me see. So it says appropriate ingredients for pets with food sensitivities. Cats can have food allergies too, by the way. Many pets with grain-related food sensitivities will benefit from a grain-free diet. Not just grain-free, I think it's more carbohydrate-free, because if it's grain-free, it doesn't mean it's corn-free, doesn't mean if it's a potato-free, or you get the idea. They dance around those words. So here, they actually come in a large variety. For some reason, Buddy loves pork, which sometimes I think it's kind of funny because, Buddy, you're from Malaysia, and I thought you might be, Muslim, and you can't eat pork, but then I guess it doesn't apply to animals. I don't know. Or maybe he's not Muslim. I don't know either, Buddy. Or Buddy, he probably doesn't even know he's from Malaysia. Anyway, okay, so, but in my world, all animals are exempt because they are just meat eaters, so they can eat whatever meat. Wet food have that has gastrointestinal properties. This one, maybe just for the short term, but I think there are other brands that have those, but because I haven't been needing that for any time until now, so I really don't have much experience with it. Yeah, they can get sensitivities if you feed them the same thing over and over and over and over again. That's why I said, mix it up. Yep. Completely agreed. And I mean, it's pretty boring to eat the same thing day in, day out too, right? Okay, anyway, so let's look at the ingredients. Ingredients: pork hearts, pork liver, ground pork bones, organic collard greens, organic squash, organic celery, okay, cranberries, blueberries. Oh, so I guess the only meat stuff are the hearts, pork livers, and pork bones. Where's the pork? Wait, it's a pork formula. There's no pork meat in it? I'm reading all the way to there's no pork meat in it. Okay. Let's see, what does it say where it's made. The company itself is a Northern Carolina-based manufacturer. Okay. And it also talks about it's a product which has been substantiated using AAFCO feeding tests. Feeding tests, but not food tests. Huh. Is substantiated. Does that mean it's approved though? I don't like the wording on some of these things. That's why he left Malaysia. Buddy likes pork. He loves pork. Oh, let's see. He's Royal Canyon. I can't give that one. I'm not even surprised. Okay, wait, but it's manufactured for Primal Foods, but it doesn't, again, it doesn't say. It doesn't say where it's made. And see here, the feeding suggestion is, so for 3.5 nuggets is 147 kilocalories. And you add that to water, that becomes a pretty big bowl of cat food. So for 5 pounds, wait, is it 5 kilograms? Do they go by, I think this is states, they might go by pounds, right? 5 pounds, 2 nuggets. 10 pounds, 20 nuggets. Yep, definitely pounds. Okay, because it goes up to 35 pounds. Why would a cat be 35 pounds? That's really heavy. That's really heavy. I mean, unless it's like a Maine Coon or like a, I don't know, like a rag doll, but that's really big. Yeah. Today I read somewhere that more than half the cats in the United States are actually considered overweight or obese, and I was like, oh my God, the fat epidemic have spread to the cat community. I'm sad. Let's see. Alan, you're gonna have to stop this. That is not what anybody said. You can't continue causing trouble, Alan. Just so you know, you can't be naughty on my channel. If you try to make troubles, you will get timed out, which you have before. So yeah, so Buddy, when he was a kid, he actually had like a lot of this before, which I feel kind of bad in a way, but at that time that was actually the best food source for him. So yeah, but he did move out of it like as soon as we can. But because of the areas that we lived in, some places in Malaysia, their food source is actually different for cats, and I wasn't able to have access to all brands. Hey, Buddy. Want to say hi to everyone? Yeah. And Alan, if anything, nobody was bashing anything. I think you have to behave yourself. That's what Buddy said. Oh, Buddy, you heard our conversation. I know. Completely inappropriate. Alan is the Sir Carlos in human form? I think so. I think he's going around trying to stir some trouble. That's not cool. Not cool. No, Alan, that's not pushing limits. That's getting you disowned from my channel. Yep. That's not what you do if you're trying to support MeloCat. Not cool, Alan. Neither is it funny, actually. We don't talk about religion. We don't talk about politics. Yeah, we respect people, you know, for whoever they are, and we don't try to stir like problems. Yeah. By the way, it's people's choices. Why do you want to poke your nose in other people's business anyway? Not cool, Ellen. Not a good example that you're setting for the little kids that's in my channel as well. Let's see. Serafina Strawberry. I know she's like, let's see. Buddy's like, don't embarrass me. Yep. But he always grumbles. It's weird. He actually, I don't know, ever since he came to Hong Kong, he actually doesn't want to cuddle with mommy anymore, which I don't mind, because sometimes I think, you know, cats want to hang around with cats, not humans. And if they want to, that's great. But when they have a choice, they can hang out with whoever it is that they want. Yeah. So Hey Cloyd, what up? So that's it, you guys. I just looked through all of the wet food that I have at home, and yeah, and thanks, P, for giving the good advice, because I'm still kind of like investigating in some of these food sources that we have, and frankly, it actually takes a lot of work because first of all, sometimes they because it's not regulated in terms of how things are labeled, and it's also not that it's not that clear for some of these things, so you really have to dig yourself. Yeah. Let's see, sometimes you pick a cat up and they complain they might be in pain. Yeah, but no, for Buddy, it's not pain. It's more like there was an episode when he first came to Hong Kong, and he saw Sir Carlos stealing some my fish balls, which is like a fish meat snack. He stole it, and he was going preemptively so that nobody would be taking it from him. It's this perceived threat. And when he saw Sir Carlos do it, he was very enlightened. So he learned that if he preemptively, then he's gonna get whatever he wants. You can see his eyes glow up when Sir Carlos was doing that, and yeah, that was the moment I'm like, oh God, bad influence. So that was that. It's not pain. I thought about it before, but it's not. He just does it preemptively. He's just a teenager. Don't embarrass me. Actually, you know what? Buddy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Do you want? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right, fine. Nope, doesn't want to be on camera. To live in Germany, everything is regulated. Yeah, like even I don't know, like even the stuff that's made in the States, I like when I look at some of these things, like I'm not saying they're not regulated, but the food labeling can be very deceiving or limited in some cases, because when they just say, someone pointed out earlier, when it's, when it's actually like a meat, like where's the meat source, what kind of cut, like we actually don't know. So it's kind of like buyer beware to some extent. And then sometimes as a consumer, we kind of just trust that, a fancy label or whatnot. Again, it appeals to the human that if, because we're the ones that's pulling out the wallet. So if it makes sense to us, then we're going to pay for it. It's kind of weird, because sometimes that fancy label actually doesn't really mean that it's suitable for cats. Did they learn from each other? Yes, even the bad influences. They do. Okay, wait. Hi, Ding Ding. Oh, she's getting real close. Hi, Ding. Yeah? If you guys haven't watched the video, she was actually one of the miracle cats in my house. She was deemed as an aggressive cat before, and look at her. She's so chill now. I mean, I still can't hold her and stuff, but that's fine. That's fine. Hey, Ding Ding. Ding Ding, do you wanna come on camera? No? Lee? Okay. All right. So that's that, you guys. I hope you guys found some of this useful in terms of looking up the ingredients and just to get an idea about what's going on inside the can. I'll share with you guys more as I go along. And Mr. P, if you want to come in more and help contribute, that'd be great. I would totally, appreciate it, because there's just so much to learn. So that's that, you guys. I'm gonna call it a night. It's getting pretty cold. I just want to snuggle up in bed because I turned up my my heating mat on my bed, so I think the kids want to sleep too. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna say goodnight. See you guys right here. I'll see you guys around, yeah? Thanks for coming in, you guys. And thanks, Mr. P. Thanks, you guys, for coming in. And as usual, thanks for supporting my channel, you guys. And let's see. All good. All good. Thanks, Lazira. Thanks, Winnie. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night, you guys. Meow. Oh, there they are up there. Okay. Good night, you guys. Bye.